Hello, welcome back to OG Reflections, my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, then I need to introduce myself, right? I'm an English teacher, a content creator, and a writer, and on this channel I share a lot of my experiences, my knowledge, my thoughts with the world. Do a lot of different content, so please make sure to check out the rest of my content online on YouTube. Okay, first of all, I need to ask something. Is it just me, or is the time passing very fast? Um, I don't know. I mean, all my life, Alhamdulillah, I've been working very hard. To be honest, I've worked very hard. I've dedicated a lot of my time to work. To be honest, I've worked in different places, working 10 hours and 12 hours and 13 hours and 14 hours a day, just constantly working all the time for the past 9 years. Okay, I've taken breaks obviously, but once I start work, for example, it's just continuous. For example, for months on end. So I don't know, and usually because like if I'm working, then I feel productive, right? As the time passes, I feel more productive, right? So understand? So so I would want the time to pass, right? Because today's Monday, for example, okay, I need to do this, that, this, and that, and then I need to wake up tomorrow. I need to do this, that for work, and then Wednesday I need to do this, that, this, that. So you feel as if there's a blessing in the time because you're doing productive things, or you're working, or you're achieving a lot of things. But it just so happened that for the past year, my lifestyle sort of shifted and changed a little bit. So, Alhamdulillah, my work has become a little bit more stable. In other words, I'm starting to reduce my schedule. So, because I've reduced my schedule, then I have sort of more free time, which I never had, to be honest, for the past 9 years, right? This is the most free time I've ever had. And I consider that a positive thing. I mean, I'm still working, obviously, and I still work incredibly hard, but I have free time also, alhamdulillah, by the grace of God. Now, before, right, I never had this perception or mentality of, oh, let's go out, let's do things, let's do that, let's do that, simply because I was just too preoccupied with my work. Whereas now, alhamdulillah, because I have free time, so I actually enjoy free time, and I enjoy going out, and I enjoy doing different things, and yeah, I enjoy having a break and doing new things basically. Now that's the problem. I notice specifically, simply because now I have some free time, right? That the time passes by very fast. Okay, whereas before, for example, when I was working just constantly all the time, I felt blessing, and I don't mind if the time is passing by fast. So it's probably the same speed, but it's just in my mind. You understand? But I don't know. I feel as if there is something. There is something. Specifically, I mean, we always say that, right? Every year, time is passing by faster, and every Ramadan that happens, right? We say that, oh my God, time is passing faster and faster and quicker. But I honest to God feel as if, oh my God, I could be with my friend, for example, and it's just one friend, right? We're not a group of 4 or 5. If for a group of 4 or 5, I can understand if the time passes incredibly fast. But if it's just me and another person, and then suddenly, like that, 3 hours have passed, that in that case you feel as if, oh my God, what happened? No, there's something. Something indeed has happened. I don't know. I don't know. Is it me, guys, or what do you think? Please let me know in the comments. That's number one. Number two, speaking of which, because it's related to time and blessings, I remember I have someone that I know, or people in general that I know. If God, for example, gave them, let's say, for example, an X amount of money. Okay, let's say for example £100 or £1,000 or whatever it is, right? Then they can manage to survive on £100, even if it's nothing. £100 is it's extremely low, right? It's nothing, but they can still manage to survive on £100 or £1,000 or whatever per month. Or in other words, they would have to adapt. They would have to cope. They were forced to do that simply because they didn't have any money. Now, interestingly, these same people, for example, could now have a job, for example, where it pays 30 times X, so 30 times the 100 or 30 times the 1,000 that they took before, and they still use up the whole money, the same amount. Do you understand? I don't know. I just feel that is very weird because they could have something very small and they can adapt, but when they have something very big, a huge amount of money, then they still, by the end of the month, use up the whole amount. That doesn't make any sense. In other words, they're just spending money, squandering money, just spending it on anything. I don't know. I think that's not right, right? That's not economical, and it just means that a person is spending without really considering God, without really considering anything else. So there's a verse in the Quran which says وَلَوْ بَسَطَ اللَّهُ الرِّزْقَ لِعِبَادِهِ لَبَغَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَكِنْ يُنَزِّلُ بِقَدَرٍ مَا يَشَاءُ إِنَّهُ بِعِبَادِهِ خَبِيرٌ بَصِيرٌ. Right, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spread out the blessings, الرزق, the sustenance, right, for everybody, right, then they would transgress لَبَغَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ, they would transgress in the land. And I have witnessed this, I have seen this with my own eyes, right? So maybe sometimes what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us is sufficient, is enough, and alhamdulillah, because we could have a very insignificant amount and we can manage, we can deal with it, we can cope, we can survive. But when we're given 30 times that, we spend it all. That doesn't make any sense, and we spend it on insignificant things. I don't know. So I think we need to all consider ourselves, and I think we all need to judge ourselves. I think we all need to really think about what is important in our life, financially important, our priorities. And yeah, times are hard, as they say, so we need to just consider everything. Anyway, that is my thought reflection for today regarding blessings and regarding time. Please make sure to give me your comments in the comment section below, and please make sure to check out all the rest of my content online. And that's us for today. Thank you. Good.